Ever wondered how to make the perfect spaghetti at home? Originating from Italy, spaghetti has become a beloved dish worldwide, particularly in America. Its popularity stems not just from its delicious taste, but also from the simplicity of its core ingredients. All you need are spaghetti noodles, olive oil, garlic, ripe tomatoes, fresh basil, and a dash of salt and pepper. Stick around to find out how to transform these simple ingredients into a mouth-watering dish. Before we dive into the cooking process, ensure all ingredients are ready. Now let's get our hands on these fresh ingredients. First, we'll start with garlic. We need about 2 cloves. Peel the outer layers off and then give them a fine chop. Remember, the smaller the pieces, the more flavor they'll release. Next, we have the juicy tomatoes. We're going to need around 4 medium-sized ones. Give them a good wash, then chop them into small cubes. The size doesn't have to be perfect, it's the freshness that counts here. And finally, we'll prepare the basil. We need a handful of fresh basil leaves. Rinse them carefully under cool water, then pat them dry. Now roll up the leaves and chop them into thin strips, or what chefs call a chiffonade. Each ingredient plays a vital role in our spaghetti, so we want to treat them with care. With our ingredients prepared, we're ready to start cooking. Now, it's time to get the spaghetti in the pot. The art of cooking spaghetti is one of simplicity but also of precision. It all begins with a large pot of water. Yes, make sure it's large because your spaghetti needs plenty of room to swim around. Once your pot is filled, crank up the heat. We're looking for a vigorous boil here, a real rumble in the pot. While we wait for those bubbles to start dancing, let's talk about salt. It's not just a flavor enhancer. In the case of pasta, it's a game changer. So don't be shy with it. As the saying goes, the water should be as salty as the sea. Now, on to the main event. Let your spaghetti cascade into the boiling salted water. Give it a gentle but firm stir to make sure it's not sticking together. This isn't a one-time deal though. Stir occasionally as it cooks. This is your time to shine, to show that spaghetti who's boss. Cooking times may vary, but generally it's between 8 to 12 minutes. Remember, we're aiming for al dente, which in Italian means to the tooth. It should be firm, not mushy, providing a slight resistance when bitten. So keep an eye on the clock and your senses alert. Once it's done, drain the spaghetti, but do it swiftly. We don't want it to continue cooking in its own heat. Perfectly cooked spaghetti is crucial for this dish. It should be al dente, firm to the bite. While our spaghetti is cooking, we can start preparing the sauce. Let's begin by heating a generous amount of olive oil in a pan over medium heat. Olive oil adds a lovely richness to the sauce and provides the perfect base for our other ingredients. Once the oil is hot, we can add our finely chopped garlic. Be careful not to burn it, we just want it to be lightly golden and aromatic. Next, it's time for our ripe, juicy tomatoes. They will break down and become the heart of our sauce. Season with a good pinch of salt and a crack of black pepper to enhance the flavors. Finally, we add our fresh basil leaves. Basil imparts a distinctive aroma and freshness to our sauce, making it truly irresistible. Remember, cooking the sauce over medium heat is key. It allows the flavors to marry beautifully without burning. The sauce is ready, it smells fantastic, and will add a burst of flavor to our spaghetti. We're in the final stage of our recipe now. It's time to combine our spaghetti and sauce. This is where the magic happens, where 2 distinct elements unite to create an iconic dish. Take your beautifully cooked spaghetti, drained to perfection, and introduce it to the vibrant sauce that's been simmering with anticipation. With a gentle hand, toss the spaghetti until each strand is lovingly coated, creating a perfect marriage of flavors. Now, let's fine-tune our masterpiece. Take a moment to taste. Need a little more salt? Perhaps a pinch of pepper? This is your creation and it should sing to your taste buds. Finally, let's add some finishing touches. Garnish with a flourish of fresh basil, its aroma teasing the senses. Don't forget the crowning glory, a generous sprinkle of grated cheese melting into the warm spaghetti, adding a creamy richness that takes the dish to a whole new level. And there you have it, perfect spaghetti at home. Enjoy this delicious dish with your loved ones.